basically why I am here today. This is a website which has given me an opportunity to speak to you regarding the legal journalism. Okay, so before going into the topic, I would like to introduce our website, our company to you. The company name is LawX Innovation Private Limited. This is basically of the lawyers, by the lawyers, for the lawyers. Lawyers, it also include the budding lawyers. Okay. So basically there are three stakeholders. First of all, that this is for legal fraternity. And second comes the general public, and third comes the students. Okay. So for what it is meant for legal fraternity. So basically, for legal fraternity, you know the role of advocate. Advocates used to be very busy. They are kind of a social animal. Okay, they have to go for each and everything. They have to get clients. Okay, they have to manage their case. They have to get the witnesses. They have to manage their office. So sometimes in between all these responsibilities, yeah, of course, they have a family to run. So between all these things, always they miss out the updates. They used to be they take the maximum effort to keep abreast with the latest happening, but it won't be possible for each and everyone. So LawX is a gentle effort to give legal updates for the lawyers, like refresher courses and all. So this is basically a digital portal dedicated to knowledge sharing, exchange of ideas, news and updates for the bright minds in the legal fraternity. It is also a learning and networking platform for lawyers. Secondly, for citizens. So there are many news which comes in the newspaper, basically by the legal correspondent. They also speaks the language of the courts and lawyers. So it is very difficult for the common public to learn, to understand those things. So lawyers is an attempt to give a now what Srihari has quoted, legal journalism is a tool for democratization. So its LawX aims to democratize the legal landscape by providing access to clutter-free information to citizens. And when it comes to students, so being students, you might have come across a lot of information. Like you don't know which one to follow, which one not to follow. So ultimately, you end up wasting your time. So we have made an attempt to create a repository, which will be very helpful for the students. So other products I'm just giving a glimpse of that so that you can understand how it works. We have come up with a lawyers directory in which lawyers will be listed according to their experience. Okay, so this is nothing like advertisement, we will give client or not. Just it's a digital platform we have given to the lawyers. That's it. Disclaimer is there. This is not meant for advertise or solicit clients and does not seek to create or invite any lawyer-client relationship. So here comes the crucial part where the legal journalism comes up. Repository. We have created a repository of many statutes, notifications, amendment, case laws, maxims, legal dictionary, notification. So basically, like we have students, we have professionals working in backend, like technical people are there, lawyers are there, students are there, those who used to update the data in this repository, and another set of people, they curate the data. Okay, I'll come to this point later. Then news and updates. This is the others are the brief part of our site. This is the major portion of our site, like news and updates. Now, like this is a beta version only, so we are in the process of updating the site. So basically, it's a news website. Okay, so it will make you informed and up to date with the latest legal news and updates in the ever-evolving world of law, right here on LawX dedicated section. Then, so now I am coming to our topic for today, that is legal journalism. So I have divided the section into 5 parts. Okay, so first we'll deal with what is legal journalism, and second in how it has changes across the years, like last 20-25 years has seen a very tremendous change in this field of legal journalism. And the third I will take in what all roles you students can fit in this legal journalism. And for these benefits of legal journalism for law students, actually just the sake of getting a certificate, you people will go for the internship. So it's not that kind of thing. There are various areas you can explore. Okay, so I'll go into detail into that. and the influence of legal journalism on society. So ultimately, you should understand why you are doing this. Okay, what kind of gain society will get, or you as a member of the society will get. Okay, then the ultimate thing, major takeaways of doing legal journalism while embarking on a professional life. Okay, whatever you are learning here, if it is the subject, if it is the moot court, if you are the presenting the seminar, if you're writing an assignment, ultimately these all leads to a single point. You need to pick up a profession, you need a job, you have to make a living. Okay, so for that only you are learning all these things. All these things are tools. So if you take up an internship for legal journalism, how it's going to contribute to your professional, beginning a professional life. So what is legal journalism? So it's like I have divided it into three sections. So first is pure kind of reporting, analyzing, and disseminating news and information related to legal issues. Like you get a case from, like Supreme Court has taken a decision on one particular day, you just read it, analyze it, and you write an article on it. Okay, that kind of thing. The second area comes the coverage of various aspects of the law, including court cases, legal developments, legislative changes, legal commentary, and issues related to the legal profession. Just remember the Shabarimala issue. When the Shabarimala issue came, more than lawyers, it is a journalist who were speaking law. Okay, they have gone into the all the historical sources, what the court has referred, the documents which the court has referred, the cases, earlier cases which has court has referred. So that kind of thing. So basically, when an issue comes, it doesn't stop to a single case. They have to rely on multiple cases. Okay. Then the second, last area, that is the most skilled one, seasoned journalist comes up, responsible for investigating, researching, and writing articles or reports that provide insights into legal matters and make legal concept more accessible to general public. So just I want to
Mama, I
know.
do. I'm thinking. I'm still thinking. To maybe start over on that path. But yeah,
Okay.
I've not taken serious steps yet.
Yes, yes. Okay. So, thing is that we have not thought seriously. No one has thought seriously about the legal journalism. So, basically, that is because we are not aware of the benefits what we will be getting if you pursue a internship program or career in legal journalism. Okay. So, everyone knows for a lawyer, the initial journey is very difficult. Okay, so initial journey is very difficult. So even the practicing lawyers, if they get an opportunity for writing, doing legal journalism. So earlier it is like Vineet Upadhyay, Srishti Ojha, they are the top names in legal correspondents. Srishti Ojha work for India Today. Vineet Upadhyay works for Times of India. These are the names who were dominating the industry of legal journalism. But now the companies like Live Law, Law Seekho, there are various online portals which has come up and which has opened a tremendous opportunity for from the first year student to earn. It's not only learning, even you can earn by writing your articles. If you are writing one article, it's not the earning you are getting an understanding of that particular topic. Okay, ultimately, it will be the person who is writing the article who will be benefited. The company will be only benefited once because they can publish the article once, but the kind of knowledge you are getting, that will be with you for the entire life. Okay, so I'm again what are the roles in which you can join as an internship intern? So basically, first is researcher. Okay, there is a general understanding that if you are doing a legal journalism, like whenever I put an advertisement for legal internship for legal journalism, I used to get a application saying that we would like to write. Okay, when I offered them the position of curator or analyst, they simply reject it because they for them legal journalism means only writing. Okay, it's not that kind of job. Okay, if you go to a big companies, then there are various posts. If you go for a small thing, like one person will do everything. Okay, so but there are specialized areas, so you can work as a researcher. So when you work as a researcher, there are multiple areas. Like if you have been assigned one area, you can get an expertise in that area. Like if you want to you are working on an article of uniform civil code and you have been assigned as a researcher, so you'll be like collecting data. Okay, you'll be analyzing the trends in the last so many years. What is the judicial perspective on that topic? So you will be an expert in that area. Okay, you might not be writing, but you will gain so many like knowledge in that area. Then writer and contributor. So what we literally mean by that, legal journalism, writer and contributor. Third is interviewer. This is an excellent opportunity. If any of you come across the opening of an interviewer, just join it, because you get an opportunity to meet multiple people. You can network with them. So if you are an intern and you get an opportunity to interview a judge. Okay, so you may pass out, then you go and meet a judge in the court. That is different thing. But if is as an individual, as a student, if you can interview a judge, then that is a like life changing event. Okay, that will be inspiration for throughout your career. Like when you become a big lawyer, you can always quote that, like, as a student I have done this. Okay, so you can meet multiple people, dignitaries, that way. Then comes the legal analyst. Okay, this gives an extra edge. This is like a tool in which the whole legal industry depends. So if you can work as a legal analyst, like analyzing case laws, analyzing legal principles. Okay, so basically sharpening your tools. So when you work as a advocate or any profession, yesterday Nagarajan sir was telling there are 12 streams, like a lawyer can choose, and we have explored only 4 to 5. But if for this 12 fields, if you are good at legal analysis, you are going to survive, you are going to shine. Okay, then comes fact checker. So now you get lots of fake newses, like foreign decisions are quoted. So fake on a like, you never know it is a true decision or not. There are lots of online portals, those who put up the wrong information. So you can, and there are fact checker websites, so you can work for them. Then comes the content curator part. Someone writes the article. So mostly we as a human being, we are very limitation is finding our own mistakes. In my PPT also you may come across many mistakes. Okay, but I have been preparing this, but for me it's a perfect thing, pakka thing, that without any mistakes. Okay, so that here comes the role of content curator. Like in our website we have repositories, it has been updated by someone, it has been curated by some other person. So basically content curator, you get an opportunity to read so many things. If one day, if you are not working, if you are on a holiday, simply you are not reading anything. Okay, so you are wasting your one day. But if you have an internship program for content curator, you have definitely, you have to read so many pages. Okay, then come the legal tech and social media expert. One thing is that lawyers are jack of all, master of nothing. Okay, so legal, when it comes to legal journalism and these online portals, we can learn so many technology oriented things. This social media, like most of the online websites, they ask the interns to post their content, share their content on the social media, see the analytics, like what kind of contents are getting more traction. Okay, then again, legal technology, what kind of softwares are used. Now nobody goes and check in the AIR and all. Okay, so everyone has Manupatra. There is Manupatra, SEC online, and there are so many small startups has come up with this data management system for case managements. Okay, so there are many kind of legal technology which is related to law. We get an exposure to that. Otherwise you will be reading constitution, tort, contract, and you will pass out, and when you come out to the real profession, you will be feeling like an alien. Okay, so rather than that, if you take up this kind of things, you will have an exposure to all these technologies, current technologies. Now what I'm talking about, it might be already outdated, but after 5 years it won't have any relevance at all. Okay, then legal event coverage. So this is the frontline thing. Okay, so like if you go for an event coverage, you happen to meet so many people. Okay, you happen to meet dignitaries, the kind of event, you get an opportunity to network with so many people, and ultimately the coverage you are writing. Okay, the whole event, 2 hours event, you'll be writing up in a 200 to 500 words. So that itself is an experience. So coming to benefits of legal journalism for law students. So I think this will be the most important part for you in this session. So what you ultimately you will be gaining. So real world application. So when you are learning as a law student, the subjects becomes like you lose interest in the subject because you don't know where it is applied. Why I am studying this? Okay, so this kind of opportunities gives you a real world application, real world experience. So whatever you are studying, how it is applied, you get a larger picture of the profession. If you are simply reading the taught, you might not be like in tort. Medical negligence is a very small portion. Okay, and if you happen to work in a like if you on a medical negligence case, so suddenly you come across so many cases, so many, whole industry is revolving around, the health industry is revolving around the medical negligence thing. There are so many stakeholders and all. Otherwise it's a chapter, it will be covered by the teacher in 4 to 5 hours. Okay, and you write the exam, some like some assignment, and that will end. But if you get a real time experience, you will always remember the what kind of medical negligence law is there, what are the amendment which has come in the MTP laws. There are so many areas which you get an exposure. Okay, because in classroom it is very difficult to cover all the subjects. If it is taught, there are strict liability, absolute liability. There are so many topics, but they can spend hardly 1 to 2 hours. Okay, so on each topic. So this kind of opportunity gives you an like different world where you can apply and appreciate, and like you have questions to prepare for the future studies. Then the main agenda is being updated on current legal issues. If you are a student, you are mostly busy with your assignments, seminars, moods. There are a lot of activities going on in college, so you won't be updated with this. So these kind of opportunities give you an exposure to the current legal issue. If you write one article, definitely then you will be attracted to the others article which was written on the same issue. If you happen to write an article on the new digital data protection act, so you have already read the act. So when someone else write a article about that topic, you became attracted to that. Okay, how they have written, in what style they have written, what and all content I have excluded and they have included. You unknowingly make a comparative study of that. Okay, then comes the case analysis. So most of like many important cases like Rowland versus Fletcher in strict liability. So just we mug up and go for the exam and we write it. So whenever there is a problems comes, some 50% of the people apply it, 50% of the people find it very strange. So these kind of opportunities give you the opportunity to like do case analysis and all. There are recent so many cases every day. 3 to 4 reportable Supreme Court judgments are coming. So these kind of opportunities give you an opportunity to do case analysis day to day. Every day you will be taking up a case and doing the data mining and all. Okay. Then critical analysis of legal issues. So for your assignment, when you write, you just go on any Google Scholar or Hain online, just take up one case or any article, just copy paste that. That most of us do. Okay. So, but as a part of legal journalism, you have to go and grill the matters in the legal issues, whatever be the legal issues, whatever topic you have been assigned with. Then comes the legal writing skills. The bottom line is you don't know your writing skills until and unless you write 100 articles. Everyone has a own style of writing. Okay, so until and unless you write 100 articles, you don't know what is your style of writing, and it is very difficult. I always believe that my fingertip is related to my brain. So if I want to think something also, I need a pen. Okay, so if you start writing, so the first 10 articles, first 20 articles won't be the perfect one. Even the 50th article won't be a perfect one. But there will be like after 100, you'll have your own style. You know, when you take a case law, how to read it. I'm not telling you about writing, even how to read it, how you're going to write it, like first facts, then the case laws, then the that kind of thing. Okay, you will have your own style, and for developing that, you have to keep writing. Then this is going to help you in the longer run. When you become an advocate, you get a case and you have to draft things. Okay, if you have not practiced writing, legal writing or any kind of writing, it will take you more than, like, if that can be written in 2 hours, it will take you at least 8 to 10 hours. So most of the time you will be struggling for like starting the work. Okay, then persuasive writing. Persuasive writing means convincing someone about the subject what you are dealing with. Okay, so mostly all the lawyers do the same thing every day. Okay, we have to convince the judge, the other side, with our arguments. So we have to have a clarity of concepts. So every time, hardly now even the consumer court has stopped, like where we can go and conduct lengthy arguments. Is courts are actually discouraging that. So it's all the writing skills or the argument note for with which you are come up, you can present your case. So in that scenario, persuasive writing becomes very important, because persuasive writing, you read the like deeply analyze, deeply dive into the concepts, come up with the clarity in the concept. Then you prepare your arguments, convincing the legal concept and whatever be the legal principles you want to apply to that particular situations. Then comes the improving research skills. So the day one, it will be very difficult for you to find the resources from where to search. Second day, you'll be very familiar with the research tools, like where to search on, but you don't know how to connect it with the existing case laws. Okay, third day, you might be knowing the resources, you will be able to connect it with the case laws. Then you won't have your own style of writing. So it's day by day, it will be improving. It will improve your research skill a lot. Then improved communication and language skills. For writing, you have to read a lot. Okay, so for writing, your reading skill will improve. So after writing, when you come across same kind of topics those other have written, it will give you a better command over that. Okay, you will start analyzing very fast, and these two tools are very necessary for communication skills. Okay, and whenever you write, it should be written in such a way a sixth grade student should be able to follow that. Okay, if you can write in that way. Mostly by legal drafting or legal writing, what we think, like we should use words as Shashi Tharoor used. Okay, so for everyone's knowledge, like whatever he is coming in the media or in his speeches, his books are very simple. So again, it's give you an opportunity to understand the legal ethics. Okay, what kind of legal ethics and professionalism we follow in this profession. So taking a larger picture, influence of legal journalism on society. So if you take up a job of legal journalist, you are actually becoming a bridge between the judges and the general public. Okay, between the judiciary and the general public, because the kind of judgment judiciary publishes, it is like it's beyond the understanding of the common public. So the legal journalists take an effort in informing the public in a simple manner. So whatever judicial judgments are coming, or whatever be the changes are coming, if any new enactment comes, then this legal journalist takes an extra effort to bring that information to the public. Then it comes to transparency and accountability. So until and unless the common people are not aware of the act or case or the changes which has been brought in the law, they won't be able to question the law. So with this, mainly earlier it was newspapers, now many online platforms have come. This has helped a lot in transparency and accountability in the legal system as well as the judiciary. Then advocating for justice. With legal journalism, you can bring up like to the attention of the government or any authority many social issues, legal issues which have been ignored for a long time. It gives you a platform to advocate for justice. Okay, that shaping public opinion. So in this digital era, so everything is like public opinion can be influenced. Like this during elections, you might be seeing lots of social media thing is going on. So I'm not going into that, but legal journalism can be a big factor in shaping public opinion. So many of the enactment which has been passed in last 2 3 years, even it has not been debated in the parliament also. So we should need to create an awareness among the people what is going on in the legal field. Okay, then legal reforms. So again, there are a lot of legal reform. There's scope, like tremendous scope for legal reforms in our legal system. So basically my research area is insolvency. So there is a new code has come up, and every quarterly there is a discussion paper which used to be published on the site of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, asking for opinion from the public for bringing that particular reform. It's a economic legislation. So economic legislation cannot be like 100% good legislation cannot be implemented. So whenever there an economic legislation is implemented, it is like you can compare it with a car which won't move, like you have to push it. So that way, so various amendments comes up. So how the amendment comes up, who knows this economic legislation is not working? So the stakeholders, from the market, people in the market, those who are affected with the legislation, they come up with the opinion. So for every area it is like that. Whenever there is a legislation comes, there are a lot of people who are affected by that. So if their opinion is not conveyed to the government, then it is very difficult to bring the legal reforms in that area. So legal journalism serve as a bridge for that. And then educating lawyers. Okay, you might have heard of criminal lawyers, civil lawyers. Normally what happens after 5 to 10 years, we become concentrated on one field. Okay, people are taking only MACT cases. They don't take family matters. If a family lawyer, he is taking only family matters. So if they concentrate on like that, then there is no updation. So basically, if you have before becoming a lawyer, you have worked as a legal journalist, or you have been working as a legal journalist, you can explore new areas. Okay, then participating in legislative process. So now you can, if you go to the sites of the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, even there is a site called PRS. So there will be status like all act before, when it is undergoing studies or any reports, it will be participating in legislative process. That's all. So when it is called for public opinion, if you are a legal journalist, you can call for public, you can educate them about the topic in which public opinion is sought. And when they become aware of that particular topic and the effect, what are the effects of that particular law, then they will be responding for that kind of public opinion. Otherwise, normally, like before pursuing my research, I have never been come across that kind of public notices and all. Okay, so social impact. In that way, doing all these, you can bring a change in the society itself. If everyone is aware of the, if a doctor is aware of the medical laws, if he takes an active step in bringing reforms in the medical laws, if a advocate is very like, we are always already aware about all other laws, but we are not much aware of the legal rights what we have. Okay, so the most common example is that if you hire a lawyer in US and ultimately you are taking back the case, then you have to compensate the lawyer for the loss of earning. Okay, we don't have any that kind of provisions here. So that's what, there are a lot of scope for reform in the legal industry. So if in any every person, like if all the area of laws works like economic legislations, then we have much improved governance. That's what I felt. Then major takeaways. So these major takeaways are meant when you end your courses like LLB, LLM, PhD, whatever you have been doing, and you are ahead for it, pursuing a career. Then this legal journalism, if you are doing as a full time, as an intern or any kind of thing, how it's going to help you in building a career. First of all is, when you take up an internship or when you take up an opportunity to do a legal journalism, you are already a professional. You start developing and improving yourself as a professional. Okay, you have the responsibility of the content whatever you are writing. So once you are writing a content, you definitely will have an undertaking or responsibility. The second content will be knowing unknowingly it will be better than the first content, because you have already come up with the tools how to write and all. So professional development, it contributes a significant part in professional development. Then it gives you an opportunity to build an online presence. If you go for an interview, so most of the time, earlier days, what we used to do for the previous years, we will make many companies experience and all, because we know that these people are not going to check. They will only check the previous 3-4 employments. The rest internship, whatever we are putting, they won't be able to cross check. But now in this digital era, this is something which can be cross-checked. People do reference checking. So if you are giving a false information in your CV, then you are rejected in the very initial part of the interview. So by doing legal journalism, you can publish your article there is a professional networking site, LinkedIn. You can publish your article. It cannot be manipulated. You can't publish an article in 2000 in the like previous date 2018 public. You can't make a publication of a 2018 date, backdated publications. Okay, so that gives a credibility. If you are a first year student and 2023 you have published many articles, and if in 2028 you go for an job interview, and if you can cite those links, it gives to the recruiter an impression that this person is a serious student while from the day one. Okay, it's giving you an extra edge. And here you don't have to give any person's reference. Okay, this has been written. Just you have to link the website in your LinkedIn profile, and the recruiter can just simply go and make the cross checks. Then inspiration for future careers. When you write and do research for writing, you come across various new fields. Okay, you are updated. It's an inspiration for you to the many future career aspects. So if you are writing about legal journalism, then you come across any opening in the company in artificial intelligence. You're writing about artificial intelligence, and you suddenly come across there is an opening for law graduates for commanding the AI how to read the enactments. So definitely, if you're not taking up that kind of opportunity, you will never come across those kind of updated things. And earlier, as I spoke, it gives you an extra mile in your CV. Okay, then it gives you a networking opportunity, tremendous networking opportunity. Once it just happened, like while doing my research, I have come across an article which was written by a National Law University Jodhpur student, and he has quoted a case which I was not able to find in any like anywhere. Like my subject, I have very limited resources, so I just called up, I contacted them, and they have given me a source from there they have collected. So that kind of opportunity it gives you. Okay, then extra credibility. Like published articles are always an asset. Okay, so it gives you, you can add in your CVs whenever you are going for a job interview. Then online internship opportunity helps in expanding horizons. You are staying in Trivandrum, studying in Trivandrum, but you can take up an opportunity in a company with Bombay. Okay, who are into legal journalism, those who are maintaining their online portals. So by doing a work for them, you are getting connected with a new set of people. You will have a boss who will be sitting in Bombay. He has connections in Bombay. So definitely you will be working, making a full-fledged network. Even you can work for international online portals. So the demand is more, supply is very less, because people are not seeking it as a very serious profession, but the opportunities are going to increase. Then we also extend internship opportunity, and from every like most of the time it's a quarterly, once in 3 months we select 10 students, and we give them expert session on content writing and drafting, and regular guidance on writing specialized topic. Even they can be a part of discussion with senior lawyers, then how to read the long case laws and all that kind of tools which you need in writing, you're improving your writing skill. Basically, it's a writing workshop. It's conducted by journalists, advocates, and whoever has exposure in this. So this is the thing.